Hi everybody, it's Miss Kathryn. Welcome to my kitchen. Today we are making slime. So hopefully you have all come by the library in the past week and picked up your kit to make eyeball slime and edible slime with us. Now I'm going to turn the camera a little bit. We're going to get started. If you have not picked up a kit, give me a call at the library and we'll see if I have any left over. And you can come and pick it up and then rewatch the video and do this all with us. All right. So I think that's as good as we're going to get with camera angle. I'm a novice at filming, but I want to show you. We are using our eyeball slime recipe. This is the not edible slime. All right. You will need Elmer's clear glue. We're using clear glue because we want to be able to see through our slime and find our eyeball in our jar or container, right? We are using water. I have half a cup of water here. I have already put my glue in my mixing dish. I just want to show you what else we're going to use. So we're going to use some just generic saline solution. You can get it at the drugstore or any store in the area, I am sure. And just some baking soda, okay? And food coloring. Now we'll talk about the food coloring in a little bit. Let's get mixing. The thing you need to know, having pre-read your recipe, you should remember that after each ingredient we add, we are going to mix, all right? So the first ingredient we're gonna mix, I have my glue in my container. You can see it there moving around. We're gonna add the water. And I'm going to add it a little slowly and see how it mixes. I have a very shallow container here. I kind of want to be able to show you what's happening in a larger surface. So we're mixing our water in, and it seems like we can probably pour the whole thing in. And we're going to mix it around. And it is clear, but you can kind of see that it is mixing up pretty well. Give it a good stir. I realized that I took my plastic spoons to the library to use for a different event, probably last summer. So I'm using a chopstick to mix. You can use anything to mix. You know, once this slime sets up together, it's not going to stick to anything that you're using. So we've mixed our water, our half cup of water and our half cup of glue, 4 ounces of each. It is time for saline solution. If you look at the recipe, it says we're using a tablespoon of saline solution, and that is the big one. I'm going to hold my spoon over my empty cup that my water was in, and I'm going to gently squeeze the saline solution into the tablespoon. It comes out in a little jet spray, so you want to be careful. And get a full tablespoon. All right, then that's going to transfer over into our water and glue solution. And again, as I said, each step we mix, right? I'm going to use those measuring spoons in a minute. We're going to mix this all up, right? Keep mixing. Stir it all together. See some little bubbles forming. I don't know about the consistency. It's very watery, which is kind of cool. It will pour into the jar really well. All right, so we've got that pretty well mixed, and now we need, as the recipe says, a half a teaspoon. So this is half a teaspoon in a measuring spoon. You're gonna reach into your baking soda. You want to get some baking soda and then level it off. You can use that. Make sure it's a full teaspoon, which I keep knocking some out of there. All right, full teaspoon of baking soda, and that's going into our mix. And again, we're gonna do what? We're gonna stir. Oh, look at that. So that's kind of a strange little reaction going on there to add kind of a more solid thing into a liquid. So I don't know. I think it's interesting. It's kind of wanting to cling to this here, and it's getting bigger. What I'm going to do is switch to a spoon. I do have a small tablespoon here. So I think I'm going to mix just move over to a spoon. I can feel it getting thicker. Can you feel it getting thicker as we're mixing? Getting quite a few bubbles. I'm going to hold this up a little bit. You can see that baking soda is kind of getting mixed into our slime. We're going to keep mixing this. Use some muscles. I see lots of bubbles forming. And I think it probably would have been better, and this is okay to learn from some slight mistakes. It's nothing big. But it probably would have been better to sprinkle the baking soda all over your mixture. But this is getting really thick. Can you see it sticking? Oh my goodness. I think this is going to be fabulous. It's getting really hard to stir now. Okay, and we're going to, I think once we play with it, that baking soda will get in there a little bit better. What we're going to do now is add some food coloring. Food coloring comes mostly in packs of 4 colors: green, blue, yellow, and red. Now I'm making green slime today. You can make any color of slime that you want. My only advice is that you add it little by little. So let's put a little drop of green food coloring or whatever food coloring you're going to use in. Oh my goodness. And then stir. And I don't know that we're going to need any more. Look at that. Look at that. Might need just a little more. Let me get this all. Oh gosh. Oh my goodness. Okay. I'm going to put just a touch more in and use my spoon. Oops. That's a lot. Look at it spread back out. Isn't that funny? I'm going to use my spoon to incorporate it into my slime as much as possible before I touch my slime, which I think I'm going to have to do. Wow. Oh. It feels cold and sticky and slimy. Look at that. And what I want to do is go in, and there's still a little bit of baking soda bubbles in there, and you can still see them, but as I play with this slime, I can incorporate those better into the slime so that you really don't see them. Oh my goodness. I love slime. I love slime. All right. Oh, that's sticky and gooey and lovely. And you're going to have more than will fit in your little eyeball jar. I will tell you that. You can keep this, and I'm going to reach in and grab a baggie, I think. I do have some wipes here to clean off my hand. I'm going to take my eyeball out of my jar first, and then put some of this slime. We'll see if I can get it off my hands and into the jar. Oh, into the container. This is the best, I'm telling you. So I am covered in slime with 2 hands, and I can't really you're going to need a lot of help with this. Thank goodness you have a mom or a dad there with you, right? Woo! Okay, I think my slime is taking over. It's all over me. This is fun. I'm sorry. I love this kind of stuff. So I'm having a blast here at home. And you can see my slime is pretty slimy and it's all over. And I'm going to clean off my hands just because I really want to finish this up with you. And I want to get my eyeball in my slime and show you what it looks like. I would not fill your jar up with all the way up to the top with slime, just because you're going to want to be able to stick your eyeball in there. Oh, and I want it to go up. There we go. Okay, and I'm gonna put the lid on. And that, my friends, is eyeball slime. That's green. Now, as I said, food coloring comes in several different options here. You have blue, yellow, and red probably also in your pack unless you just bought the green. You can make any color you want with those colors. If we mix blue and red, we're gonna get purple, all right? If we mix yellow and red, we would get orange. I will warn you about this. If you mix green and red together, you're gonna get brown. If you want brown slime, have fun. If you mix blue and yellow together, you're just gonna get green, and you already have green, so why waste that? Let me grab a baggie really quick. And interesting thing about the baggies that I grabbed off the shelf, they're colored. It's kind of funny. But when you have leftover slime, because this is what my eyeball slime looks like, I'm gonna take this to work with me and set it on my desk so you guys can see it. This slime, once it sits for a little bit and you're not, running it through your fingers, it actually is very easy to pick up and not sticky, but it will keep in a baggie. All you need to do is stick it in a bag and seal that bag up. All right? All right, that is the eyeball slime recipe. Okay. Again, you can come by the library and pick this up if you haven't done so already, and you can re-watch the video on our Facebook page and make this with your kids. All right, it's a lot of fun. I'm gonna pause right now. I'm gonna reset my countertop here, and we're gonna make edible slime. Remember, the eyeball slime is not edible, not edible. The next slime that we're gonna make, candy slime, totally edible. You will love it. I will be back in just a few minutes.